Hey viewers, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Legs on Guitar by Z.Z.Top. This is a great song for intermediate players to practice heaps of blues licks. I'll start by showing you all the rhythm, then we'll look at the fills and the solos at the end. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Songs and lessons uploaded weekly. If you have any problems with the song, leave a comment and let me know how you go with this one. So let's get into it. Okay, so for our intro, we're going to start on the 2nd fret on the D string and the 4th fret on the G string and have an open B and E string. Just play that once. Then we're going to do a down, up, down on the same chord. So that's a very intro. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Then we're coming to this chord here. We're going to play the 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, and this time we're playing the 5th fret on the B string. We're going to play it once, do 2 palm mutes, and then play it again. So. And then we're just going to do a down, up, down on the 2 and the 4, so on the D and the G string. And then do that again. And again. And again. Now this time we play the 2 and 4 2 times. And go to the O on the D string and the 2nd fret on the G string. So. Then we're just playing a D chord, so open D string, 2nd fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B string, and we're doing a similar rhythm. Play it once, 2 palm mutes, and then again, and then do a down, up, down, and then do that again. Now this time do the down, up on the O and the 2 on the D and the G string, and go back to the 2 and the 4 on the D and the G string. So, and then we're playing our chord again, so it's just an E chord there. Our down, up, down. And then we're putting a slide in. So let me do that first part slowly for you so you can hear how that comes in. Slide in and we get to the main riff. So let me play that part up to speed for you so you hear it's going to sound, then we'll tackle the main riff. So now for our main riff, we're going to slide from the 2nd fret on the G string and the 3rd fret on the B string, slide up 2 frets to 4 and 5, and then play it 2 more times. And then play the 4th fret on the G string, slide back to the 2nd, and then play the G string again open, hammer onto the 1st fret, and then play the 2nd fret on the D string. So let's do that slowly, and it does this 4 times. So let's do that up to speed just to finish off the intro. And that's our intro there, and from there we go into our verse, and we're going to play similar chords. We're going to play this E chord again, so 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, and we're just playing it once, 2 palm mutes, and then again, and we're going to do that 4 times. So. Then we're coming up to the 6th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, and the 5th fret on the B. So it's just a C sharp minor chord, and we do the same thing. Once, palm mute, once, and we do that 4 times. Then just go back to our E, same thing again 4 times. A C sharp minor. And that's our verses there, so pretty easy. Then we have our chorus, and we're going to do 2 different guitar parts here. So guitar 1 is just playing an A power chord, so open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G, and we just hold that for 2 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to a B power chord, so 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D and the G, and we hold that for 2 bars. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now guitar 2 is doing similar to our verse. We're just playing the A and then the B. So pretty easy, the chorus. Let's run through that quickly. The A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The B, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from the chorus we're going back to our fill. We do that 4 times. We do the verse through again, and that's exactly the same using our E and our C sharp minor there. Then back to the chorus, and that's exactly the same again, just our A and our B, and guitar 2 doing our A and our B, so just following along with guitar 1. And then from there we're just going back to our fill again, and that plays 4 times through again. And then from there we're going to our first solo. Now we'll look at all the solo parts at the end. So let's do the rhythm to the solo first, and this is pretty easy again. Okay, so our solo rhythm, we're going to start on this C sharp minor again, and we're going to do it exactly the same as we did in the verse. 4 times. Now we're going to go to an F sharp, so we're going to play the 4th fret on the D string, the 6th fret on the G, and the 7th on the B, and do it the same again. Once, 2 mutes once, and do that 4 times. Go back to your C sharp minor again 4 times. Back to the F sharp. We just do that 2 times there, and then we're going to finish on this B power chord again, but we're going to play the 2nd fret first on the A string, and then we're going to play the 4th fret on the D and the G. So, and do that again and again. So we just do that 4 times. And that's our solo, so pretty easy. We've just got the C sharp minor, and this time we're just using an F and a sharp there, but the rhythm's staying the same as the verses. And then from there we go back to our fill again. Do that 4 times. We go back into the verse again, exactly the same. Back to the chorus, exactly the same. And then this time we do the fill 8 times. Then once we've done our fill 8 times, we're just going back to another solo, and the rhythm behind that again, this time we're going to start on the C sharp minor and do it the same as the verses. 4 times. Back to the E, so same as our first chord there, and do that 4 times. And just keep repeating that to the end. So let's play that a couple of times through. To our E. And that's all the rhythm parts to the song. So it's pretty easy. The only tricky bit is our main fill, or the main riff to the song. So that can be tricky. A way to make that a little bit easier, I use my 2nd and 3rd finger to slide up, and then my 1st finger is ready to do the hammer on the G string and the second finger on the D string. So that's about the only real tricky part in the rhythm. Now let's have a look at all the little lead fills and the main solos as well. So let's jump into the intro fills. Now when he does this live, he is actually jumping from the rhythm to the fills, but we end up cutting each one short if we're doing that. So let's just go over all the fills there. If you want to join them together, that's up to you. So we're going to start on the D string on the 9th fret. We're just going to palm mute that. And then we're going to do a hammer on from the 7th fret, hammer on to the 9th fret on the G string. And then do a really quick pull off back to 7 there. So that's the first little fill. And then he basically does that again. Palm mute on the 9 on the D string, 7 hammer onto 9 on the G string, and then do a little bend on the 8th fret on the B string. So, and then we're going to do that again. Palm mute on the 9th fret on the D, 7 hammer onto 9 on the G, and then just play the 7. Then the next fill, we're going to come back to the 7th fret on the E string, palm mute that, slide from 5 up to 7 on the A string, and then just play the 5 on the A string. So, and then do 5, slide up to 7 again on the A string, and then back to 5 again, and then just do 5, hammer onto 7. And they're all the fills for the intro, so let me play them for you there. They're not too hard. And there are all your fills for your intro there. Now let's move into the first verse. So the first fill, we're going to start off just on the 5th fret on the B string, and we're going to slide it right up the neck and come off. So pretty easy. Then after we've done that, now there's a break in between each of these fills. So we're just doing a palm mute on the A string, and then a pinched harmonic on the 7th fret on the A string. Then from there we're just doing 2nd fret on the A string, hammer onto the 4th, and then do a pinched harmonic on the 4th. And then from there we're just going 5 slide up, 5 hammer onto 7 on the A string. And then we're doing a palm mute on the 7th fret on the E string and doing a 5 hammer onto 7. Then we're doing a palm mute on the A string again, and we're going to do 2 hammer onto 4 and then pull off back to 2 like we did in the intro. So it's a really quick little pull off there. Then 3 palm mutes on the A string, and again pinched harmonic on the 4th fret, and then the last fill in the first verse is just 2 hammer onto 4. You can give those vibrato there. So let's run over those now. These are the fills for the first verse. They're all the fills for the first verse. Now let's have a look at the fills for the second verse now. So for the start of our second verse, we're going to palm mute the 14th fret on the D string, and then slide from 14 to 16 on the G string, and then play 16 on the E string, and we do that 2 times. Then from there we're palm muting the 11th fret on the D string, sliding from 9 to 11 on the G string, and playing the 14 on the B. Then we're going to palm mute the 11th fret again 2 times on the D string, and then a 3rd time, 9 slide to 11 again on the G, and play the 14 again. So that little part. Then we're going to come back, we're going to play the 2nd fret on the D string, G string 2 slide to 4, and then play the 4 on the E string. So, and then we just do 2 slide to 4 on the G, and play 4 on the E string again. So then from there we're coming back up again at 11 on the D, on the G 9 to 11, and then play 9 on the B. So the part. Then this time it's going to change a little bit, palm muting on the 11 on the D again. This time we do 8 slide to 9 on the G, and then 9 on the E, and then we're going to tap 16 on the E there. So we've got this, and you can just hear that there. And they're all the fills to the second verse. After that we have the solo, and we'll cover that at the end. And then we have the fills for the third verse, and they're going to be similar. We're going to palm mute to 14 on the D string, slide from 14 to 16 on the G string, and then 16 on the E. And the next time we're going to play 14 on the G, and then 14 slide to 16 on the G, and play 16 on the E again. Then come back to the 11, palm mute on the D string, 9, slide to 11 on the G string, and play the 9 on the B string, 2 palm mutes on the 11, and then a third one, it's the same as our last part, 8 slide to 9 on the G, and then play the 9 on the E there. So then from there we're coming back to the second fret on the D string, play that once, palm mute, and then play it again, and then 2 slide to 4 on the G, E, B, and we do that again. Then from there we're coming back to the 11th fret, palm muting on the D string, 9 slide to 11, and then we do that again, 11 D, 9 slide to 11, and 9 B, so we just do that 2 times. And that's the end of the third verse. There are all the fills going again. They're similar to the second verse, and then we have our outro solo, and we'll tackle that in a minute. So there are all the fills for you, the intro fills and the first, second and third verses. Now let's have a look at the main solo and the end solo. So we play them for you, then we'll break them down. So we're going to start on the 11th fret on the D string, then we're going to do a pinched harmonic on the 9th fret on the B, and then a pinched harmonic on the 11th fret on the G, and then back to the 11th fret on the D there. So lots of pinched harmonics in this solo. Then we're going to go 9, slide to 11 on the A string, play 9 on the D, 11 on the D, do another pinched harmonic on the 9th fret on the G, and then 9 again, and then 11. So. And then we're going to go 9, slide to 11 on the A again, then play 9 on the D, 11 on the A, pinched harmonic again on the 9th fret on the G, then just play the 9 on the G, and then 11 on the D. So let me play that first part for you. It's not too hard, it's just getting those pinched harmonics, and then it can be a little bit tricky. Then from there we're playing the 4th fret on the D string, then we're going to do 2 slide to 4 on the D, G, 2, palm mute 4 on the D, then we're going to do 2 pinched harmonics on the 2nd fret on the B, then back to the 2nd fret on the G, 4 on the D, and then we do the 4 again on the D, 2nd fret on the E 2 times, and then the 5th fret on the E with a pinched harmonic, second fret on the E, fourth fret on the G, second fret on the B 2 times, and then play the second fret on the G and the B, and then back to the fourth fret on the D string. So we play that little part for you as well. Again, not too hard, just getting those pinched harmonics in there. And from there we've finished on the 4th fret on the D. We're going to slide up to the 11th fret, still on the D, then do a pinched harmonic on the 9th fret on the G, play 11 on the G and the B, then 11 on the D, and then do a bend on the 11 with a pinched harmonic on the G, back to 9 on the G, and then we're just playing 11 with pinched harmonics on the D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the last one, the 8, is not a pinched harmonic. Then we do a pinched harmonic on the 9th on the D, play the 11 on the D, 11 on the A, back to 9 on the D, and then 11 slide back to 9 on the A, and a pinched harmonic on the 7th on the A string. So let me play that little part for you, sliding up from the 4th fret. And then from there we're doing 2 slide to 4 on the D string, and then we're playing the 2nd fret on the G and the B, 4th fret on the D, 4th fret on the B and the G, 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the D. Then we do the 2nd fret slide to the 4th again on the D, G, 2, 4 on the D, G, 2, 4 and B, 2. And then to finish the solo off, we're going to play a B power chord, so 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D and the G, and then we play the 5th fret on the B as an upstroke, and then play the B again, and then play the 4th fret on the B string, so, and do that again. So we're just going between a sus4 and a B there. And that's the whole main solo, so let me play that up to speed again for you so you can hear out that sounds, and then we'll tackle the outro solo. So that's our main solo, so let me play the outro solo for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start the solo with the 4th fret on the A string, play the 2nd fret and the 4th fret on the D string with pinched harmonic, and then the 4th fret again on the A string with a pinched harmonic. So, then just play the 4th fret on the E string, on the A string 2, 4, on the D string 2nd fret 2 pinched harmonic, and then back to the 4th fret on the A string. And then we do that again, 4th fret E, A string 2, 4, D string, 2nd fret, pinched harmonic, back to the 4, and then we're going to do an open on the E string, 2nd fret bend, and then pull off to the open. So let me play that first part of the outro solo for you. Then we're going to do that again, open, 2nd fret open on the E string. Now we're going to play the 2 on the D string, 4 on the G string, and then the open E and B. So, and then we'll do the open 2, open again on the E with the bend, 2 and 4 on the D and the G, and then the E and the B we play 2 times open. Then we do that again. Now this time we're going to play the opens first, E and B, 2 and 4 on the D and the G, and then the opens again on E and B, and then we do our O to O again on the E. Our 2 and 4, our open. So we play that little part for you. It can be a little bit confusing. And then from there we're sliding back up to the 9th fret on the D string. We're going to play 9 and 11 on the G string, pinched harmonics. And then bend on the 11 with a pinched harmonic. And then just play 11, 9, bend again on the 11, play 11, 9, bend again on the 11, and then 11 on the D. And that's all with pinched harmonics except for the first 9 that we're sliding up to. Then we play the 11 on the A string, 9, hammer onto 11 on the D, so similar to the intro, 9 pinched harmonics on the G 2 times, 11 on the D, 9 on the D, and then back to 11 on the D, 2 pinched harmonics. So let me play that part for you now. And then from there we're going back to our open, 2nd fret open, 2 and 4 to D and the G, open E and B, do that again. This one's going to change a little bit, 2 and 4 on the D and the G. Play the open G and B this time, and then the 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B. And then our open again, 2 and 4. Now this time we're going to do a bend on the 4th fret on the D string, and then our open again, chord. Now bend on the 4th fret again on the D string, play 4 and then 4 on the A string, and then from there we play 4 again on the A string, D string, 2, 4, 4, bend, 4 and then 4 on the A string again, and then we go to the E string, 4, A string 2, hammer onto 4 on the D string, 2, 2, back to 4 on the A string. We do that again, 4 on the E, 2 and 4 on the A. Now this time we do the 2nd fret on the D string 6 times, pinched harmonics. Now we go back to our open, 2, open, 4 and 2, so 2 on the D, 4 on the G again, and then we're going to do a bend on the 4 on the D, and then just play the 2, and then our open, 2, open. Now this time we're going to play the 2 and the 4, the open, the 2 and the 4, and the open. We're going to do that little part 3 times, so slowly. That 3 times, and then from there we're sliding up to the 9th fret on the E, play the 9th fret on the B, do a bend on the 12th fret on the B, and then play 9 on the B, 11 on the G, and then we play 9 on the B, 9 on the G, both with pinched harmonics, and then play 11 G, bend on 11 on the G, play 9, 11 G, bend on the 11, play 9, and then 11D, 9G, 11D, and by then it's fading out. So they're all the parts of the outro solo. Let's play that through one more time so you can hear how that's going to sound. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.